Alright, so a new Red DIANE just came out as an exclusive seasonal unit that you can only get right now from the current banner withdrawal, and who knows when she's gonna come back. So she will not be in the Generous SR pool. If you want to pull her, I recommend that you pull her right now. The only reason why you would really want to pull her is because of her costume. Her costume ability, that you get the main piece, right? And then the weapon and the headpiece you get from the Super Boss. But the full costume combined grants you the ability to gain an extra skip ticket every time you do a patrol. Then you use her. You need to use at the end in that patrol, and you get an extra skip ticket. Meaning, 3 DNs, 3 extra skip tickets. Not only that, King also has the same costume, so but it's completely free. You get from the Super Boss. So if you have both DN and King, you'll be getting an extra 6 skip tickets every day. So those costumes are pretty valuable. It's annoying that I'm gonna have to use them all the time now because I really like the Super Boss costumes, but it's whatever. Yeah. So this DN is actually very good, very good, especially in the Giants team. So her passive, I'm gonna talk about her passive first because it's probably the most boggers part about her. Increases all allies' giant damage by 40%. 40%. That's a lot. It's quite a bit. You know, so they released her withdrawal for a reason, and they also released Matrona, which is also a booster, which I'm using in the back for this showcase. I'll be doing, of course, her PvE and her PvP showcase on this one, but as you can see, mine is not Super Awakened. I don't know how I'm gonna be handling Super Awakening for showcases moving forward. If they make it more accessible, I think I'll be, you know, 1-starring every showcase. But I don't know, because it seems like the first star doesn't seem like too much. Like, yeah, you get like the extra 2,750 HP, which is an okay amount. Like, if I gave attack or something, maybe I'll do the first star, but, you know, if I don't pull dupes, I can't even do, you know, like, the later stages of the Super Awakening. So I don't know how I'm going to be handling Super Awakenings in showcases moving forward, but I assume if they do make it more accessible, I will be doing for all of them. Or if they release a unit that I feel like I need to Super Awaken, like how if they release Lost Meliodas Part 2 or something, I don't know. Then yeah, I'll Super Awaken for the initial showcase, but for the end I don't think it's necessary. So her first card, then honestly, with her passive, if she was an AoE unit, she would completely revamp the farming team and be on it, but she has an AoE and a single target, which is very unfortunate. Oh, by the way, I assume she can be used in the back for her passive. I assume so. So our first card is 220, just one enemy, and then 220 again, but disables ultimate move for 1 turn, and then 360 and disables ultimate move for 2 turns. This is, of course, a counter card to pretty much what's his face, Fraugen team, because yeah, you have the Altrush teams that you can, you know, use this to counter. But they usually use King, and King can just cleanse this, but the Fraugen team doesn't use King, so you can easily counter that team with this. And then the other cards in the AoE, 120 doesn't do anything, 120, and he has the same effect as the red Glocks card, which is, it nullifies the ability of the enemy to use rank 2 and 3 cards. Essentially, you can only use rank 1 cards. And then the level 3 is 180 and it disables for 2 turns. It's a very good card, it really is. Like, if facing a Glocks and he does that to you and attacks you as well, it's just so annoying. And her ult is the same thing. I have her at level 2, which, you know how DN's ultimate is. It hits really hard. DN's ultimate hits really hard. One thing about, you know, now showcasing Giants is that this Matrona they released, she increases the base stats of all Giants by 25%, excluding PvP. So I'll be using her in the back, and she will be boosting by a lot. Take a look at her initial stats here. It's pretty good. I have my Ascalon in the back right there as well. I'm going to put some attack food real quick. Now jump for 13k, and then of course with the Matrona boost as well is going to be really good. Now I'm bringing also Gil Thunder. I usually bring Easton because I like her boost better because it gives a pierce rate and crit chance and crit damage. But because Matrona is boosting the base stats, I feel like boosting the base stats again with Gil Thunder on top of the extra boost would be better. Just a hinge. I don't know if it's really better. Alright, let me take a look at her stats now because she's being boosted by Matrona, so I want to take a look. 16.3k attack stat, 209k HP, an extra 41,000, 209k. This is not like, yeah, we have like Red Escanor, right? That has like insane HP, but it's because he has like his passive increases HP by 50%. This is just hard normally. If you use, you know, the other unit teams. So that's a lot. It's quite a bit. So I want to see 120%. How much damage would this do? 120%. 113k for that was only 120%. Ah, it's because of her passive, dude. It's crazy. I can do her level 1, her single target level 3. The multipliers on her cards aren't the greatest. That's why, that kind of like, forces her to not be, you know, a hard hitter. Because the multipliers aren't... Oh, I just realized there's only one green enemy in this stage. I'm stupid. I'll bring her to another stage then. Let me tell you. Boost with like, yo, father. She... doesn't have the best multipliers, but I think that if you use her even though with the new draw, she can be really stupid. I don't have a draw. I'll be summoning more in the banner, but yeah, for now, this unit seems really good. It doesn't seem like anything like broken for now, but like the passive is like really interesting. So let me see her level 3. It removed the attack boost. Okay, I'll see without the attack. I won't even do level 1. I want to see just level 3, so I'll do it without the attack boost, it's fine. 100k. It seemed like it hit for not very much. I don't know. I don't know if I was expecting much more. But 100k for level 3 with no attack boost. 100k for level 3 with no attack boost. Alright, let me bring her back. Show another stage of more green enemies, and I'll take a look at it again, more prepared with like level 3 cards and stuff. Alright, I got here the attack boost and the level 3 cards. I hope the AoE doesn't kill them all, or the Gilfarner doesn't die. That'll be also pretty nice. I hope the AoE doesn't kill them all so I can actually single target as well, but it just might. So attack boost, and then AoE, and if anyone's gonna survive, it's this one, but just to be hopeful. Oh. 280k, they all died. Mine is HP and defense, you argue, right? Maybe that's why she doesn't hit as hard. I mean, her attack stat was like 13k, but I mean, she had like 16k attack stat in the actual map, right? I mean, she hits decently hard. Her cards just have a low multiplier. She was definitely made to be used with draw. Wait, yes, let me go on PvP. I don't have draw, so I'm just gonna be using her. If I pull draw, I'm gonna be using both. But take her on PvP on both geared and ungeared and see how she would do. Hehe, I almost forgot to do the single target. Never mind. Never mind. Never happened. Never happened. Almost forgot. Do the single target. Oh, 140k. That's... I don't know why I feel like she could hit much harder. I don't know why. It might just be because mine is HP and defense. It might just be. I don't know. I'll take her on PvP right now. I honestly do not know what team to bring with her without draw. Like I don't even know. And my CP is so much higher than his because of my awakenings. Oh! This is good. I can do this. Lagging, nice. This will seal his fame. And then... Oh, AoE. Actually, he does have a Super Awakening on Yari and King as well. Alright, this will seal his level 2 cards. He can cleanse. That's the thing, right? He can cleanse. Oh, but if he wants to... He can't stop my ultimate. Because if he wants to, he has to cleanse. So he has to cleanse and then use Gopher's rank up and then petrify. But I can just cleanse. So, yeah. He's gonna cleanse, rank up. No, going for Yari is a level 2. Interesting. I mean, there was not much else he could have done. My DIANE is only 2 out of 6, so she won't just absolutely demolish. But I assume because of the whole buff, right? She should still do good damage. So just in case King doesn't die, let me attack him with Meliodas. She does extra 40% damage, right? Oh, this is ungeared, by the way. You saw the CP, so... Yeah, King didn't die. 2 out of 6, and he still did pretty good damage. The extra 40%... Wait. Does the 40% apply on her? Or is it just allies? It should be her. Well, usually the wording means that it's like all the team. But I should confirm. Because if it doesn't, that's very different. No way. No way. No way. No way. He actually, on ungeared, didn't do damage to my Meliodas. Super Awakening is just so stupid. I don't even know Meliodas' substats. That's crazy. He didn't do damage. He just straight up didn't do damage. Wait, wait, I'm sorry, this is the end showcase, but I need to see Meliodas' substats. What's his resistance? 87% resistance base? Yo! God damn! That's why. Oh, but now he has 16% core resistance. That's a trash. That's trash. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just. He didn't do damage. That's scary, dude. My Murden Super Awakened, but holy. Alright, I have to apologize. Like this showcase for DIANE is very improper because you really want, like, she was made and designed to be used alongside of Drow, and I just don't have them. So whenever I do get them, I'll be really able to, you know, showcase properly. But until that happens, I'll just have to stick with it. Until that happens, I'll just have to stick with what I have. Hope his king doesn't one-shot me. I do have a lot of HP. We'll do this. And then this. Doesn't crit Meliodas, please. Didn't. Nice. Yeah, like with Meliodas being Super Awakened, there is a lesser chance of critting him, which is pretty good. If his king is HP and defense, he might not kill, because my melee and DIANE have like really insane stats. But playing geared without Elizabeth is almost impossible, so never mind. I won the match, but DIANE wasn't present, so what's the point? Yeah, I think that also not having Super Awakening kind of doesn't help her in this high PvP on Challenger, but I don't have a choice. You can't go down from Challenger, and I don't have Droll, and she's made to be used for Droll. But when I do get him, I'll do the perfect team for her. It's just that I got very unlucky, dude. I just didn't pull him. Like he's all you know I want to chase. I'll just get one dupe and be done with it, because his passive didn't work the way we were hoping it did, or not hoping, but thinking it did. We were thinking that his passive would not be able to be cleansed, but it can, so it's like, if you don't know, his passive is, once an enemy gets to full ultimate gauge, they can't... A bot. Thinking if I should play or not. I'll keep talking. Once an enemy gets to a full ultimate gauge, they cannot ult for 2 turns, but that can be cleansed. And like versing Ascanor right here, if Ascanor gets his full ultimate gauge, he can't be debuffed anyways, so it doesn't even work on him. So Droll's passive is pretty much useless, considering that all ultimate rush teams use King, which can easily cleanse. So yeah, he was. He went from, you know, when you saw his details, he went from being a scary, like maybe best unit in the game, to just not being scary at all, and yikes. Alright, because it's a bot, I'll play one more and see if I find the real player. But let me just use DIANE's ultimate real quick. Here's the thing, right? I think that if you're gonna ever use DIANE on PvP without the you know, the whole giant team and the extra 40%. The blue one also gets a boost for herself anyways on her passive, so like there's not... But it's a self boost, you know, this one's for allies. Alright, alright. Ooh, a team I can actually verse against. And it might not be a bot. 184... Men's using this, oh no. You know what? Just because he's using freeze, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat this guy. Do this, do this. Getting her ultimate turn 1, I don't care. Even though it wasn't the one that got the extra card. Just because King can cleanse if she gets frozen. And... Blue... What? Blue Gopher! I just realized. What is this guy using? Wait. Oh, Blue Gopher doesn't seal. Yo, you crit my melody. Whoa. I don't even know. I don't even know. I do not even know, dude. Whoa, dude. Oh, he left King with half HP, huh? I mean, considering King is probably HP and defense. But yeah, actually, she's 2-6. Her ultimate is hitting really hard for a 2 out of 6 because if her passive wasn't working on herself, I don't think she would have hit that hard. Alright. She's pretty good. Most of the reason why I feel like he would summon for her, though, is for the fact that she's kind of exclusive. Being that, of course... Single target just in case. Being that, of course... wait, did I target King or did I just attack? Okay. She should not be returning like that long. I don't know. That's probably the only reason why I would really summon for her. Because of the extra skip ticket thingy. Because the giant team seems very interesting on paper. But Droll's passive being able to be like cleansed and stuff really doesn't give it, you know, a big oomph. It seems like it didn't really counter the Elizabeth team too well. Given that, you know, King is like the major, you know, unless you're using... I guess unless you're using freeze and you seal their ultimate and then you freeze King, that could work. But once I get Droll, I might experiment more. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.